Hello everyone, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel if it's your first time, and welcome back. Today is Tarot Tuesday. Okay, so I light my candle every time I come to my art room, kind of no matter what I'm doing. It's my art room. I kind of consider it my sacred space, and I like to do the transition from one to the other by lighting a candle. And so that's what I'm doing here. I need to go put that on the charger. Okay. So today I'm sharing with you the second part of my Oracle decks. So this is my Celtic Spirit Oracle, and I use this just about every day that I work with my cards. I love this deck. I'm purposely using decks and cards and just things connecting to Celtic spirit because I found out that I have a very large Celtic background. My ancestors, came from those countries, and yeah, and I've drawn this little lady a few times. And I'm almost coming to think of this as me in the future. So that's kind of cool. But the cards are beautiful. Yeah, I just really I connected instantly with this deck. Super easy to read. Yeah, super informative. It goes really well with my Wildwood Tarot. I've been using those two together while I've been studying the Wildwood, and yeah, it's just a beautiful deck. If you have Celtic background, or if you just really like Celtic things, this is a great Oracle deck. Really easy to read. The book is beautiful. So yeah, so that's that one. And all of these decks I got in December or to date. So these are all new to me decks. And I forgot, before I started in on the oracles, I was going to show you, I have these decks that are, I consider these more affirmation decks. So this one you've seen, I've drawn cards from that deck on Self-Care Sundays, and I keep meaning to draw a card before every art video, but I don't quite get there. Again, these are bowed. So these are from Hay House is the name of the publisher that I got these from, and I'll actually put a link to them and Llewellyn. They frequently have sales on decks, like 50% off, up to 50% off. So, and that's where I got actually these 3 decks. Hay House was having a sale. So, trying to get myself organized here. So this is the Super Attractor deck. And it's the same author and artist who make the Spirit Junkie deck, which I really love. So this deck, so when you draw it, it's to me, I mean, it is a message, but it's also an affirmation. So when I'm connected to spirit, I feel a sense of creativity, magnitude, and ease that I've never before known, that I've never known before. Okay, so that's what these cards are like. To begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let spirit give me direction. In stillness, I receive. So these are just really beautiful cards, beautiful messages. And I believe this deck was like $8. So yeah, super good. So just, yeah, I'll give you the links to the publishers, and then you can, when you get on their mailing list, they send you notifications when they're having sales. So this is the Super Attractor, and these decks do not come with books, and that's because they're not technically, I don't consider them oracle cards. I consider them affirmation cards. This one I kind of consider a hybrid. This is called the Language of Letting Go. And this was another really inexpensive one. So on one side, you have, so you have this, and I know it's shiny from my ring light. I'm sorry. Well, that's okay. Okay, so maintaining boundaries, and then the other side is kind of the affirmation. Today I will gain a new awareness of those areas where I need healthier boundaries. I will release my naive assumptions that the other person is always right. I will exchange that view for trusting and listening to myself and setting and maintaining healthy boundaries. So that's what this deck is. And it has kind of all different kinds of art. And just, yeah, really nice. Really, if you kind of need a pick-me-up. Or you could even use this to start your day. Like pull a card. You could even put these by your bedside and pull a card before you even got out of bed. So these are really cool. So this is the Language of Letting Go. Okay. Okay, so these decks that I'm about to share, these are all Oracle decks. And this one, I've seen lots of people have this deck. I think I got this off of Amazon, I believe. It's called Woodland Wardens. And, whoops, I haven't used this deck yet, but I will. So I don't even think I've cracked open the guidebook. Oh yeah, it's nice. So get this, which doesn't happen a lot with Oracle cards, but this gives an upright meaning and then a reverse meaning. So far, I shuffle my cards so I don't get any reverses, because I'm not, I could probably do that with these, because these are, the reverses right there. And usually when I draw I never really draw more than 3 Oracle cards at the most, but usually I just draw one, or and a second one if I need some guidance from the first card, like if I don't understand it. So this is Mouse and Buttercup, and it says Innocence, Cat and Lavender, Independence, the Spider and Passion Flower, Creative Ingenuity, Hare and the Oak, New Opportunities. So yeah, this is a gorgeous deck. I could use this with my Wildwood deck too, I think. But I like the Celtic. I like keeping kind of the Celtic spirit, because the Woodland Tarot is it's mostly a Celtic deck too. So beautiful. The Moth and Eucalyptus, an ending. Ooh, cool. These are cool. Okay. So that's the Woodland Wonders. And like I said, I haven't really, not really, I just have not worked with this deck yet. Okay, so this one is the Earth Alchemy Oracle. I've only worked with this once. Yeah, these cards, backs are really pretty. And the cards are really pretty. And so it has, so like this is the name of the card, Secret Garden, Sacred Space, and then Cultivate Your Space, Inner Beauty, Self-Care. Grandmother and Moonstone, Cycles of Change, Illuminating Boundaries, New Beginnings. This is just a gorgeous deck. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love the art. It's it's painterly, a little watercolory, but also it looks collagey to me. I'm guessing it's a digital, like digital artwork, which I've never gotten into, but really pretty. Gorgeous. Okay, and then the book doesn't have pictures. Oh wow, the book is not in any kind of order. Well, that's annoying. Not even in alphabetical order. It's not even in element order. Okay, well, that's a pretty big ding against it for me. If I have to search through the book to help me with the meanings, although I do have to say that these, like Fairy's orders, rest, replenish, and release guilt, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. So I don't know how, how much more you would need to use the book, but we'll see as I use them a little bit more. Okay, so there's that one. And then there's the Herbal Astrology Oracle. Now this one, this is a gorgeous deck, and I've tried to use it a couple times, but it hasn't connected. That doesn't mean it won't. It just means that at the time I was trying to use it, there was probably a lot going on. So for a little book, this is pretty hefty. And I see this one gives upright and reverse meanings also. And it talks about the plant, herbs of Neptune. So this plant is associated with Neptune. It talks about the poppy. And then, so yeah, it gives a whole history, which I think is really interesting. And then for the guidance is the second part of the write-up. I really like that. So, yeah. I think the cards are pretty. The backs, I love the backs. Gorgeous. And then here's the fronts. Really pretty. Oh, I like that one. Beautiful. Okay, so that's the Herbal Astrology Oracle. Okay, and then the next deck is the Star Codes Astro Oracle, and I have used this a bit. It's weird because, I know all decks feel different to all people, but this one feels a little assertive, a little aggressive, and I kind of like that. Definitely need that. Oops. Oh, this was the last card that I drew. Was the sun. So these, I usually do that. I put the last card that I drew on top, just to remind me. It's probably been 2.5, 3 weeks since I worked on this card, with this deck. So I don't even remember. Yeah. So this one's a little, the artwork's a little different than what I usually like, but I do like it. I like it quite a bit. It's very visually appealing to me, even with all the like geometric background. but just gorgeous. So this deck, it has all the planets. It has all the sun signs, astrological signs. It has the houses. So it's really, I'm going to use it to, yeah, just help me learn a little bit more about astrology, is how I plan to use it. So solar flares activate. Yeah, really pretty. And then the book is, it's a nice book too. No pictures, but great, like an explanation, like about Juno, and then action, like how you can use the card. And then it gives you a challenge, and then a gift. So that's really cool. I like books that, you know, maybe give you a prompt. Like the challenge, I kind of look at that as a prompt. And then if you don't want a prompt, just the gift that this card brings, or the message of the card brings. So that is the Star Codes Astro Oracle. Okay, and then the last deck that came to me since December is the Illustrated Crystallary Oracle cards. So these come, there's actually 3 of these. I'm not going to remember what the 4th one or 3rd one is. So there's Crystal Ollie. I'm not saying that right. Anyway, there's this one. And then there's Herbology, and look at the backs. Backs are so pretty. I don't know if it... So this book is a lot smaller. There are only 36 cards, so yeah, it's just, it gives a little explanation. I was going to see if it gave the other decks, but I don't see the other decks in here. I know there's 3. I can't remember what the 3rd one is, but that's that. So yeah, it just tells about the crystal. So it tells the name of the crystal and then transmutation. Citrine full of riches. Clear quartz, the only thing. So yeah, you could read this intuitively. You could go to the book and read. I think for me, I think I want the whole set, so I'll probably eventually get the other 2 to have them all, because I like them. I love the finish on the cards. The cards are big, which is a challenge for me, but I'll see if I can even shuffle them. They are big. Oh, they're really stiff, so you can't really do the riffle shuffle too well. So probably just have to do hand over hand. Okay, well, that's it. So I've seen all my decks now. I have a part 1 and 2 of my tarot decks, and now I have part 1 and 2 of my oracle decks. I have nowhere near as many as a lot of people that I follow. Oh no, there's one more. Sorry, whoops, my bad. This beauty. So this is another astrology deck. It's called Heavenly Bodies Astrology. And this comes with a lovely hardback book. I love the collaging inside. It's really, really pretty. And so the book, I've only used this deck once. Well, actually, I've used it twice. I have 2 cards that I pulled out for monthly medicine. So yeah, it's beautiful. So it gives keywords, experiences, the shadow side. Yeah, so it gives a lot. There's a lot of information. I really like that. But the box is gorgeous. And the deck is beautiful. It's very soft colors. But look at the inside of the box. Isn't that gorgeous? To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wildflower. To hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. William Blake. Wow, beautiful. So again, this is a little bit similar to the star codes. The deck is slightly bowed and doesn't sit right. That's kind of annoying. I don't, where does this deck come from? Not sure where this deck come from. Didn't like. I don't care for the. Yeah. Anyway, the cardstock's not 100% beautiful. I know I got it on Amazon, so again, it has the houses, the astrological signs. I do like that they're not shiny. I don't care for super glossy cards. So oh, they're pretty. Yeah, I really like them. And these are the 2 that I drew for my monthly medicine. I'm behind on my monthly medicine. Air and House 1, individuality, self-image, and approach to life. So yeah. So that's the Heavenly Bodies Astrology Oracle. And that is the last one. So next week, I'm going to do a pretty extensive walkthrough, card by card, of the Mystical Shaman Oracle. I had a couple of people say that they really liked it from last week, and they're interested in just seeing more. And so I'll be doing that one next week. And if there's any decks that you saw here that you're interested in seeing, yeah, let me know, and I'll do a walkthrough. And yeah, that's all I have for today. So thank you for joining me. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider hitting that button to be a subscriber, to go on my art / tarot / self-care journey that I am on. So yes, so thank you to all my others, old subscribers who continue to support me. I really appreciate it. And remember to be good to yourselves.